Hi, everybody. This is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts and the Colossal Fossils, and so today is a Q&A episode, and so let's actually get right to it, shall we? There are no YouTube questions, but that's okay. We got some Facebook questions. So the first one from Jody: have you read Donald Prothero's book, Abominable Science? I have not. I have actually looked up this book title, and I kind of see what it is. Is that like it kind of is a little bit on the cryptozoology side of things, and I'm not into cryptozoology that much anymore. I used to be a long time ago, but not really anymore. But I'm pretty sure like anybody that is into cryptozoology and like kind of interested in some type of interested in speculative science, that can actually be something that this book could be interested of. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's some talks of like biology and in that book, but I just don't know. I never read the book, so but anybody that has read the book, you can let me know in the comment section if there's like anything in that book that I should check out or anything like that. Just let me know. All right, and Benjamin, we got a few questions here. Is Gigantoraptor the biggest of all Oviraptosaurs? I think it is one of them. I think it is. I am not totally sure if it is the largest, but I know it is one of the biggest. It is a large Oviraptorid. It is huge, and if you actually put it to a scale size to a human, it's taller than a human being, and so that is pretty impressive for an Oviraptorid. And so, yeah, that is actually pretty. I think it is one of the largest. Can Diplodocus easily crush Allosaurus? If you're talking about could Diplodocus use its weight to defeat an Allosaurus? Yeah, I think it can. An adult Diplodocus has no predators. It relies on its size, and so when it relies on its size, it's pretty much the sense is that any predator that tries to go after it has got no chance. They got no chance, and a fully healthy adult has no predators. But for the young and for the weakest members of the herd, that's where things get really dicey for them. It's because they're easy targets for predators, and so that's why the young are more likely to get eaten than the healthy adults. And so, could Diplodocus defend itself by using its weight? Absolutely. I think it could use its weight to defeat an Allosaurus. But more likely, I think the first defense, size. Second defense, the tail. Third defense is the body weight. That is pretty much what it is. And so, yeah, I think Allosaurus would have a hard time trying to defeat a Diplodocus with its weight, just by if it gets underneath the Diplodocus, and the Diplodocus all of a sudden just stomps down on the Allosaurus. Yeah, that's an easy win for Diplodocus. And could Microraptor glide? Yes, it can. Based on the fossil evidence, the feathers are specifically designed for gliding, and so it uses its forelimbs, so its front limbs or its arms, to spread out its wings and able to glide from tree to tree. It cannot flap its wing. It cannot flap. It does not have the musculature necessary to able to flap. They might be able to adjust their arms in terms of like where they're supposed to go in terms of a tree. And so if they kind of go from tree to tree, yeah, I would probably say yeah. And I would probably say yeah, they could do that. And so yeah, to answer your question, yeah, Microraptor can glide. Based on the fossil evidence, the feathers are designed for gliding. And your last one, who would win, Dinocrocuta or Hyenadon? Dinocrocuta is a hyena-like predator that lived in Africa in the Miocene. And then you got Hyenadon is a creodont, an ancient type of mammalian predator that lived in North America in the late Eocene into the Oligocene. And looking at the body types, like Dinocracuta, excuse me, has a much bigger body, is more heavily muscled. Hyenadon would have speed on its side, but I think Dinocracuta would have the bite force. It has a big skull, and I probably would say is that Hyenadon's got no chance. And also, these two animals never met, and they're not from the same family. They are not. Dinocracuta is from kind of comes from a modern type of predatory lineage, whereas Hyenadon is more of an ancient mammalia predatory tree that it came from, and the creodonts are long extinct. And so, yeah, I think Dinocracuta is more likely to beat Hyenadon in this case. All right, that's all the questions for today. And next week will be a special episode. I'll let you guys know what kind of prehistoric animal I'm going to talk about, and so stay tuned for that on Facebook and also on the YouTube channel. And if you got any questions about dinosaurs or any other prehistoric life, feel free to email me at dinochrist71@gmail.com, or just go and fit on my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, you actually post your questions in the comment section. Please put them in the comment section, not in Messenger. Messages for private conversations. And so, yeah, please feel free to put your questions in the comment section. And also for YouTubers out there, feel free to like the videos, subscribe to the channel, and so that way you can can get the algorithm going, and also share the channel, share the videos too, that if anybody that is interested in dinosaurs or any other prehistoric life, feel free to do that. And also, if you got any questions, feel free to put those in the comments section, because I do read them all. I do read your comments, so those mean a lot. And yeah, feel free to do so, and make sure you keep your questions short and to the point. And you can also follow me on Instagram at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there. And you can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALO. It's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there as well. You can also make sure you take care of the people around you, and also for younger people out there, to make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. It's the best motivation you can have for good education. It's very important to have good education. With a good education, you get a good job in the future. And in this kind of time, please, if you're not vaccinated, please wear a mask, social distance, wash your hands, and also if you're not vaccinated, please get vaccinated, because that is very important, so that we reduce the spread of the virus, and also to make sure that we can get closer to a pre-pandemic normal, because that's what we want. You know, we want to get back to that type of life that we had before the pandemic happened. And also, feel free to check out Colossal Fossils. I'll put a link in the description down below, so that way you guys can check out Colossal Fossils. And also, if you go into the Donate tab, and if you want to donate to Colossal Fossils, feel free to do so. Hit the Donate tab, donate as much as you want to Colossal Fossils, and we're going after a T.rex. And so feel free to donate for the T.rex fund. That'll be awesome, and hopefully we can get closer to our goal to get a T.rex for the museum in the future. All right, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys next week.